Thank you, Honourable Speaker, Honourable Ministers and Deputy Ministers, Honourable Members of the National Assembly. Thank you, Honourable Speaker, for giving us time to participate in this report and this report of the Rules Committee. I rise on behalf of the ANC to support the revised rules of the National Assembly, because these rules will unleash the full potential of all members of Parliament to do what they are elected to do. They are going to assist us to deepen parliamentary democracy in our country. Then we expect all members of Parliament to ensure that they respect these rules of the National Assembly, because without the rules, it would be difficult to engage in any meaningful political debate in this chamber. Therefore, respect of the rules will assist us to ensure that we hold the executive accountable, that we scrutinize the legislation and report, that we scrutinize even report of portfolio committees and Chapter 9 institutions when they're presented here for our consideration. It is our view as an ANC that many members of this chamber were allowed enough time to participate in the drafting of these rules. And we hope that because they participated in the drafting of the rules, they will learn to respect them. Precisely because without the rules, without conventions, without practices, the House won't be able to function. This rule will help us as members of Parliament to facilitate the resolutions of the problems of all South Africans. It is our view that we are here as members of the National Assembly because we are representing communities. It is very rare to find any institutions all over the world that does not have the rules. Therefore, members of Parliament, because they are honorable members, they must always bear in mind that the rules assist all members to be heard in the House when they are participating fully in this debate. The process of reviewing of our rule was a credible and democratic process. All parties were allowed to participate fully and engage in the process. Surprisingly, some parties failed to make meaningful contributions in this process of drafting the new rules of the National Assembly. Instead, they decided to walk out from meetings when they were supposed to engage us and persuade us as members of Parliament to agree with their point of view. The DA that started with us in 2013 in the subcommittee of review of the rules participated fully in this process until the EFF joined us. Immediately after the EFF joined us, there was then a competition between the EFF and the DA. This competition has led the DA to walk out from the meeting of the Rules Committee on Tuesday this week, precisely because they would not get involved and organize themselves to make a meaningful contribution for the rules of this National Assembly. In fact, all the rules that we have discussed since 2014, 2012, 2013, 15, we all hope that the DA was with us until later they decided to raise some of the issues that we thought were already resolved in the subcommittee, even in the Rules Committee. It is our view, Honourable Speaker, as members of the ANC, that we will continue to engage with all parties that will be interested to work with us on these rules, even after the rules have been adopted or approved by this important chamber. because the rules, as the Honorable Speaker was saying, are the living document. We can't conclude the engagement on developing of the rules of the National Assembly. But it's our view at the same time, Honorable Speaker, that the rules should not be amended on a willy-nilly basis, and then that failure to plan should not allow us to amend the rules of the National Assembly. Because if you amend the rules because poor planning, we'll be unable to have rules that are respected, that have credibility in terms of the members of the National Assembly. The ANC is fully in support of the whole process that we engaged on in drafting this rule. It is the ANC view that the parties that have walked out from our meeting, they will go back to the Rules Committee and try to persuade us to agree with them. Unless they present very formidable points and of argument, we would not agree with them. In fact, we think it's very wrong for members of parliament who have been part and parcel of this process for so long, almost 2.5 years. At the end, they simply stay away and run away from responsibility of convincing their colleagues from other parties to agree with them. If you can do so, well, we are always open. The ANC is a leader of a society. When you yourself are unable to engage us, we get worried that you are not prepared, you are not organized sufficiently to address the issues that you are facing here. We are the ones who have been complaining every day that we are not giving you sufficient time to hold members of executive accountable, sufficient time to present matters for debate. When we are doing so, you run away. What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? No, what do you want us to do? Because we are giving you a platform. Honorable members of the House, this is the platform. Please come, make your point, and you run away. What you expect us to do is to invite you again. Our view is that the DA has failed to play its meaningful role in this chamber. As a result of that, of course, really, competition with the EFF time, we know that. But we have thought that we are a little bit better than EFF. But it seems you are the same. It seems that you are the same. You are not assisting us to address these challenges in the chamber. Our view, Honorable Speaker, is that these rules should be approved by this chamber and have a discussion with members, and hopefully, at the time when we look at this rule, even in 5 years' time, the DA will be well organized to make meaningful contribution. Because failure to do so, it makes it very difficult anyway to engage with you. Because recently, we are a very angry party. We are a very angry party. And then it's very strange anyway, that victim of apartheid, we are prepared to respect you. But you don't just respect members of the ANC. The manner in which you behave is a very strange way. That we have forgiven all those who have persecuted us. We meet with them, we drink tea with them, but despite all that, you still take a very arrogant approach on matters that we're supposed to address on that. It's a bigger problem that, Honorable Speaker, we are facing. Then, Honorable Speaker, we hope that these rules will assist the Honorable Steenhuisen to understand parliamentary democracy, and work in a manner that is appropriate for an honorable member of this House to ensure that we work on that. Our view, Honorable Speaker, as an ANC, is that the rules that we are presenting today for the approval of the chamber are sufficient. They are very important. And then they will assist us to work in a manner that is appropriate. We'll deepen democracy. It can't be right that we have agreed with all the rules. We are just running away for one rule. What is the proceeding one? We are running away from that rule only. And then all other rules, we have been part and parcel of this discussion. Suddenly, you become wiser when we're supposed to adopt the rules of the National Assembly. And in our view, that it can't be right. Because we gave you at the time that present alternative view. You failed to do so. You failed to do so. What do you want us to do? You want us to present it for you? We did it exactly. We presented it for you. That's why we have accepted it now. Therefore, the ANC anyway, you must accept though, I'm not being arrogant, that accept the fact that we are privileged to be led by an organization called the ANC. Because without this organization, in fact, we wouldn't be here anyway. We are here because of the ANC. Then we must respect that and work in a manner that assists us to address the challenges of our country. Honorable Speaker, the ANC has support the approval of these new rules, and we think they're going to assist us to address many issues of our people. Thank you very much.